Therefore, should female sport athletes have an equal pay to their men counterpart? So it's gonna hard for a game team that we have only two peoples on a game team, and so it's gonna be a 4 versus 2. So 2 part. So we're gonna let the first 4 couple. First 4. First 4. Oh.
So, gender inequality in sports are commonly seen around the world, as portrayed in the media, specifically regarding pays and earnings between men and women. In football, FIFA awarded the total prize of $15 million for the last Women's World Cup. But for men's, the total pool was $576 million, which is about almost 50 times difference. In golf, the men's world number 143 earned more than the women's world number 2. And in Forbes ranking in 2018, 0 women were ranked in the top 100 highest paid athlete. Although a couple of years ago, Serena Williams got featured in the ranking, but still it was only 1 woman. And why is that? We strongly believe that female athletes should be paid the same amount as men, as they put as much effort, time, determination, commitment into the sports as they play. In fact, sports women have to work even harder when compared to males, since they have much larger muscle mass and organs. So why don't they get paid the same? So in our opinion, gender should not build a ridiculous gap in the pay, and it is plain, is simply sexist, and is devaluing every female players and undermining the abilities and capabilities of every female around the world. Thank you.
Wow, that's fantastic for a team. So we're gonna do for the next second for couple.
So the nature of male and female body. This gender pay gap should not exist even though women may be physically weaker than men and have the same amount of muscle. However, since science has proved that women has to put more effort than men when playing a sport, an example would be hitting a golf ball and making it go approximately 200 meters. Women would have to exert 80 to 90% of their maximum force, whereas men would only use 60% of that maximum force. Another fact that science has proved is that women put their bodies at higher risk than men, as there is less natural muscle in their bodies, leading to a higher chance for them to receive injuries, which could possibly end their career. Female athletes have to work harder than male. Have to work harder harder when compared to the male counterpart. The reason being males typically have much larger upper muscle mass. Then the differences are significant because it can be up to 30% in sport. This number is very significant because it means that female athletes are substantially less strong and powerful when compared to the male. In terms of sociology, men have larger organs, larger heart and lungs, resulting in greater blood volume and greater lung capacity to supply more oxygen. So, should women compete with men in sports? Sports are not all about strength or physicality. Most sports require more athletic skills than physical ability. Roger Federer, for example, isn't the most physical tennis player, but he is probably the most skilled player out there. Also, nobody who has ever watched Serena Williams play tennis can deny that her sheer skill is what has won her 23 Grand Slam titles. Men and women may differ in physicality, but they do not differ in skill capacity. The importance of skills outweighs the importance of physicality. Everyone should compete equally. Let nature do its thing. It's natural selection mechanism of sports that leaves the bad players out, regardless of their gender, physicality, race, or religion. This is due to reasons such as differences in muscle mass, innate strength, testosterone levels, or socially constructed gender differences.
So this sport is like burn right now. So it's just the same as the equality topics right now about men and female. So next for the first against Mr. Nonham.
Women, they deserve to be treated equally, but they are not. And that has direct consequences for this background. On sponsorships, it's morally outrageous that Harry Roy does not get paid as much as real embassy. But in the current economic environment, it seems pretty fair. For one thing, the entire market for professional soccer in US is small. Male players have minimum salary of $36,000 for another. No one goes to games to get rated. There is very little sponsorships. In other words, if more people were actually paying to watch women's sport, the situation might be different. Salary in WNBA and NBA they show a greater gender divide. In 2017 average salary for WNBA athlete is about $51,000, while the NBA salary is $6 million. The WNBA highest paid player is Candace Parker with around $3 million in salary and endorsements. In the NBA, the highest paid player is Stephen Curry, making that $34 million. And I think salary is very different because of demand for people to watch the game is very different. The demand for people who want to watch NBA game is much greater than the demand for people who want to watch the WNBA game. And lastly, the lack of attendance and sponsorship may contribute to many problems when it comes to getting women's sport up off the ground. Thank you.
So this first can use the history to discuss on these topics. There's a good fight back for again. So next we're gonna go for third for Kapong. Okay. On the first in scene.
Women aren't receiving enough sport coverage. Female athletes are not getting paid enough because they are not receiving enough coverage on sports and news TV. Only 7% of sport coverage in Australia was dedicated to women's sports. Under the Liberal Party in 2014, basketball and soccer disappeared from television entirely. Without this television coverage, women aren't being seen enough and therefore discouraging girls to do sport. Researchers from Harvard University conclude that teenage girls were less likely to participate in organized sports than boys, as they had experienced higher rates of teasing and image body concerns. But why? If women has the same sport coverage as men, then people will see what the women are capable and like what they see. A common argument for why women's sports players shouldn't get paid the same as men are around the profits that male sports players make for sponsors. Yes, it's true that some sports generate more profits when men are playing as opposed to when women are playing. Rugby and the brand that is the All Blacks is a perfect example. But this comes down to how much money is spent on marketing. Publicity and sponsorship heals. It's true, the more you spend on good marketing, the more recognizable your brand is. Logic says, spend more on marketing women's sport and watch what happens to your spectators' numbers. Advertisers tend to focus on female athletes' sex appeal rather than their talents. Although women's bodies do not appear to be physically strong as men. But as you may know, both male and female professional athletes need to do the same work, and their skills are just as good as each other. Therefore, they deserve same amount of money. Serena Williams is the only woman in the world's 100 highest paid athletes. Women should all have the right to play sports, equally as men do. Finally, I think female athletes should be treated the way they want to be, not how people like you think should be treated. Thank you.
Wow. For the for she's choose she leads women powers and using data to discuss on these topics. So it's going to be hard for Argentina. So next, for the last four,
Okay, so take for example the women's soccer. In USA, which are more professional than the men's soccer, and women's gymnastics, which attract big audience from both male and female than the men's gymnastics. If it's all about the profits in sport players or team makes for sponsors, then logic also suggests investing more in equal pay and prize pool for female sport players is a good idea. Take professional tennis for example. Now in the Grand Slam tournaments at Wimbledon and crushing men down, the prize pool of female is the same as for men. What has happened for this code since achieving pay equality is interesting. Not only have spectators been tuning into women tennis matches, it's in ever increasing numbers, but more girls are choosing to pick up a tennis racket, and more women are buying tennis gear and sponsorship. They are now more variable for women tennis players. While there are many sports taking steps toward pay equalities for women, there is still a long way to go yet. I believe that if we want to live in a fair and just society that reward effort and determinations for the same games, for the same sport, the women should be paid as same as men. The time for change is now. Thank you.
He is using the quality to fight back. So next, for the last and the second against.
True that the sport review women as a biologically weaker gender than average. The sport there are women's sport and men's sports. And this separation is to protect the woman as a weaker gender from men as a stronger gender, so that women have a chance to win against other women but not against men. And men are allowed to dominate women in sport on average. Can the first class of women tennis player beat an average tennis men's player? In tennis, for example, women play only 3 sets as a maximum in Grand Slam events, whereas men have to play 5. In addition, male tennis players have more powerful serve and longer stamina, and they are often faster and stronger, or are simply more athletic on average. It is also no wonder that in order to compensate for women weaker gender, the balls used in most tennis tournaments are also differently made, especially for women and men, since the women balls are very different from the men balls. they are much quicker, smaller, tighter, and leafer. To conclude, when you see the whole record of 100 meters in, it also highlights that the fact male at least are more talented than female counterparts. The male record is 9.58 seconds, while female record is 10.49 seconds, showing that female athletes still have a lot catching up. Yeah, thank you.
Use the inequalities of the men sport and women's sport and compare myself. So thank you for and again for this topic.